All right. Did you miss us? We're back. Here we go.
Sealy with the Double S Smokers Competition Barbecue Team. We're here at the 2022 Memphis and May World Championship Barbecue Contest, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
All right. What is up? Thank you, Mike Sealy with Double S Smokers, for doing that from Memphis in May. That was Memphis in May. What up, Gooder Gang? Welcome to another edition of the So Smoking Gooder Show. You know where to be, and you know what time it is. It is right after 8 o'clock. Did you miss us? We missed a week, and we'll go over that in just a minute, but we've got a fine show for you tonight. We've got a young couple that has been tearing it up here in Texas in the barbecue scene. We're going to introduce you to Regi-Q BBQ. I got to meet them a few times. I've cooked with them a couple times, and they are phenomenal. They're great people. So I can't wait to introduce them to you. But let me introduce myself. My name is Rob Arocha, and I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. Damn glad you have found us, whether you're checking us out on the Facebook or on the YouTube or on the Twitches. I am not Han Solo tonight, as I have my buddy Case Han with us. Guess who's back? Back again. Case is back. What's up, dude? How are you?
I am in officially cook-off prep mode for that one magical time of year.
That's right. This is the one magical time of year that you actually cook an event. It's awesome.
My prep mode, it's for all you cooks that do this on a regular basis, are like, oh, I'm prepping for this weekend. No, I'm prepping for the following week, because that's how much crap I need to get in line between now and then.
That's right. So you're competing next weekend. We'll go over that in the upcoming events segment. But yeah, so you're already starting your prep. You've had some big news, Case. I'm real proud of you, buddy. So are you able to lay it on us? What's going on in the Case Hahn household over there?
Yeah, so I did get promoted, which is a good thing because I started seeing these bills. We were talking about this before the show. Hats off to all you cooks that are doing this on a regular basis, because thank God I got a promotion, because I started to order supplies and things together. And man, oh man, I just don't remember it being this expensive last year for the one time I cooked this time last year. So
Tony Tanache knows. He's like, look who it is, Case Hahn, Employee of the Month. Congratulations, Case.
Yeah, I even got a whole LinkedIn link. I was pretty excited. I realize I don't really have a LinkedIn profile or one that has anything on it, but my work was nice enough to make a nice little post about LinkedIn. So,
but bro, we're excited.
It's good to move for the family and 19 years. For those of you who don't know, I've been in the appliance industry since I started unloading Sears trucks when I was in junior college, and I have still managed to make it in this industry. And I have a great company that I work for, and so. Just telling you, everybody listening, if you need appliances anywhere in the state of Texas, except for you guys way out in West Texas, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. So,
hey, proud of you again. Congratulations.
Special discount though for anybody who watches this show that puts up with Rob on a weekly basis.
What'd you say? Did you say discount?
There's special discounts for anybody who actually watches Rob on a weekly basis.
There you go. Say gooder 50% discount. No, don't.
I wouldn't go that far.
You're not going to go that far. Hey, let's give some shout outs to people that do watch this show on a regular basis. Daddy Dutch in the house, always first in. Judge Webb also right behind him. Phil Breeden played the clip. All right, Phil, I will play the clip. Not right now. Michael Sistrug watching. Wes Reed, what is up? The new moderator, Wes Reed, over on the YouTube side. Kevin Hernandez, Maria Regino, that's a new name. I recognize the last name. We got a new viewer in there watching. Lovely94, hello, how are you? Jared McCrory, what's up, buddy? Trumpet Master back in it from Twitch. Love it, thank you. Yes, Bob Ross, love it. Tony Tanache, top fan Tony. I'm not on tonight, so the show should be good. I don't know, Tony. You're pretty good. Already 22,000. There's 56,000, Carlos. Sylvia. All right, Trumpet Master back again. All right, guys. Jeff Dennison, thank you very much. Bobby Delgado. Again, thank you guys so much for watching the show. Stacy Brenneman is in the house. Yo, what's up, Stacy? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. Case, we are coming up on our 5-year anniversary. We have a pate coming up for that. Let me did you see that little slide that I posted to you? Did you get that?
Yes, I did, unfortunately.
Oh, you love it. Here is
the official invite.
The official invite, everybody. Let me take that little banner down to give you the full deal. There we go.
Terrible.
That is not terrible. That is so awesome.
There's a dinosaur.
There's a dinosaur. There's rockets. There's a party hat. Is that a dragon? There's a dragon. There's cake. It says you're invited to our birthday party. That's right. So Smoking Gooder Show is turning 5 years old. We are just a little 5-year-old little toddler in the barbecue podcast scene. That is going to be Thursday, July the 14th. Beginning at 7 p.m., we've got Joey Machado, a Texas Original Charcoal. He's going to be there cooking. Not only is he going to be cooking, he's got some cooks that are coming in to make this a full-blown blowout shindig. It's going to be a lot of fun. If y'all remember, Joey was out just at Rose Hill Beer Garden not that long ago, throwing down some delicious food. So he'll be doing that as well. Of course, it's going to be at the Rose Hill Beer Garden, so plenty to drink out there. It's in Houston, basically, but it's out 290 West. So if you guys are coming in, this is why I put this that weekend and at this location. If you guys are coming in for the Hempstead Watermelon Festival, that is July the 14th, 15th, 16th weekend, make sure you come in a day early. Come celebrate with us here at the Rose Hill Beer Garden. We are turning 5 years old. We'd love to see you guys out there. And that is the cutest little invitation that you can find, people.
Who did this, by the way?
I did that. You know I did that.
Really? Like, please tell me there was a program that, like, you know what? I was like,
I refuse to tell you my secrets, but yes, I did that.
Are you going to have like those signs put in the yard with your like Robin Case? Congratulations.
You know what? That could happen, bro.
Happy birthday, Gooder Show. Like
Happy birthday, Gooder Show.
I just don't know. I would do that to you, but being that you and your HOA don't always get along, I don't want to cause any rift. So.
That's a pretty big deal, buddy. I remember we started right here in this room. And we did a little promo video. I'll it's out there somewhere. I'll have to put it out there to tell you how terrible we were. Actually, it wasn't so terrible. That's why we decided to do this thing. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are turning 5. And in line with that, we have T-shirts that are up for sale right now. They're $35. These are high quality men's, ladies, and tanks. These are the soft feel shirts. They not only do you get a badass shirt, and you can look gooder representing us and you, because you are part of the Gooder gang, but you are also helping out the show. So $35. I know that's a little. These shirts are about $25, but you consider $10 like to help out the show. And you're also going to get a decal for that. But these are high quality soft feel shirts. You're going to love them. We're going to have men's cuts, ladies cut, and ladies tank tops, if that is your thing. You can check that out at there's the flyer. I also posted it on our Facebook page and our Instagram, and you can Venmo at So Smoking Gooder Show. All right, so that's what's going on.
For $75, Rob will autograph your shirt.
Yeah, $75 I will autograph, and for $60, Case will.
Probably free.
There you go. So, yeah, guys, make sure you're planning to make plans to come out and hang out with us. We would love to have you out there. Again, that's going to be July the 14th, so you have plenty of time to make those plans. That's about 5 weeks out from this point on. And, again, we'd love to have you out there. So that's what's going on in the show. We've talked about what's going on with Case. We talked about what's going on for the show. I am taking a little, I don't know. I am going to take some time during the summer. I think I only have 3 events lined up for contests, 3 barbecue contests, and I do have a steak event coming up. So, which is pretty light for me during the summer, man. But it is hot, man. It's these temperatures are not going down. I was looking at the 14-day forecast, and I know that's a long ways out, but of those 14 days, nothing was under 98 degrees. So you guys are going to be cooking. Make sure you're safe. Hydrate. We all hydrate, but hydrate with water and Gatorade, and do your thing to make sure you're staying safe out there while you're out there cooking, because we all love this sport, but man, it does get hot, especially when you're around the pits and moving around, stressing out, running sometimes when you're trying to do turn-ins. Take care of yourself, people, please.
A little public service announcement by
a little public service. You know how we do. We care about the Gooder gang, man. We do. Okay.
What's your cutoff for ordering the shirts?
The pre-sale is going through June the 24th. That way we can get the order in and we can have them ready for the party. We're also going to have some for sale at the event. But guys, please pre-sale. Get those pre-orders in. That way you have That way you have a shirt. That way you have something, because we're not going to order a whole bunch of these things, just really depending on how the pre-sale goes. And it's going well so far. And we're also going to be highlighting you guys that ordered. I will have a little slide next week, whoever's ordered, and highlight you guys, because you guys are supporting our show, and we do appreciate you very much. Yeah, so June 24th, the pre-sale goes through, and then that way we have the shirts for the party on July the 14th. All right. Anything else? Oh, look at Roddy Trevino. Congratulations, Roddy. He just went to Rec Tech Academy. He is undefeated as an instructor at Rec Tech Academy. I think that was his 4th win. Correct me if I'm wrong, Roddy. I'm sure he will if I am wrong. But congratulations. A 3 XLT. I already know about you, Daddy Dutch. You owe a little money, Daddy. Daddy Dutch. I don't want to call it Daddy. Daddy. Hello, Daddy. No, Daddy Dutch, how are you doing? All right. Congratulations to Brian. Mikey, we'll get to it. My goodness. He does love him some, what's his name? Brian and Caleb over there. All right. We talked about it. Talked about this young couple. I say young. I like throwing it out there. But I do love seeing the young blood coming into the sport. So, and these guys, I got to meet them over the last year and a half. They are a sweet couple, and they are killing it right now. Let's introduce you guys right now to Joyce and Vincent Regino from Regi-Q BBQ. What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Y'all got to pick up the energy a little bit. Come on. Act like when you get a call, because that's what I love about you guys.
Up in the pre-show, then they got on. They're like, "Oh hi, yeah."
One of my favorite.
They're like, we know Rob. We don't know the chubby fat white guy.
One of my favorite things about you guys is when you do get a call, Vincent, you give that fist bump, and then Joyce is just going good, and she's dancing all the way up, and you're chasing her, and I love that.
How's the fist bump look? I haven't seen the fist bump. Can we get the fist bump live?
Boom!
There you go. Now we're talking.
There we
Now we're
go.
talking.
Look me up.
He just needed a fist bump to get warmed up. We're ready to go now, Rob. I'm glad I'm here to get this going.
We are ready to go. Thanks, Case. I appreciate that. So, Joyce, Vincent, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell everybody where you're from, how you got started in this thing. Let's introduce you guys to the Gooder Gang.
Yeah. So Vincent, Regino, Joyce, Drink, obviously. We started really getting after it March of last year. In 2020 was really when we were going to start. So in March of 2020, we ran with the TTHA Bucks and Barbecue. Ended up being about 2 weeks before COVID hit. So once we, went through that, COVID hit, and we were kind of screwed.
What a great time to hit your stride.
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. So at TTHA, we ended up, it was one of those things, very first competition, so we didn't really know what to expect. And so we went out there. We got a final table chicken. It was like 14, 15. But we were so new that when they called the final table number shit, we thought it was like a raw chicken or something. So we didn't know we final table with the chicken. And then next category, we hit 10th ribs. So we went up there. And I asked the guy who was announcing, he said, those numbers for the chicken where those people got DQ'd. And he was like, oh, no, that was final table. I was like, oh, shit. So that was kind of when we knew, obviously the brisket just wasn't there that time. But.
So did you know that's a tough contest to start on right there, the TTHA? That is a Texas Trophy Hunters.
We realized.
Yeah, when we got there, we realized it was pretty big. We didn't know left from right back then.
Yeah.
And not only that, you guys, I've seen you, speaking of last year, you didn't shy away from these big contests. I don't know if you realized they were big when you signed up for them.
We did.
We did.
Okay. Yeah.
After a while, we got the hang. We're like, let's just keep rolling. We're going to fall on our own sword kind of thing and just got to keep pushing, see where we are at with everything.
Yeah.
Where do you guys call home? Did I miss it? Sorry.
No, you didn't. Go ahead.
We're here in San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where.
So, talk about as a young team or a start out team, you purposely went after these big contests. Was there some reasoning behind that, or did you just was it local or?
No, we had we've been cooking our entire lives, So when we started competing, when we wanted to start competing, we really took about 3 months to practice, and then we set out our first competition. So when we hit it right away, we kind of knew more or less that we had it. And not only that, but we had the bug after that. Like I said, when COVID hit, we went, I think, like 6 months without a competition. Mm-hmm. So we got our second one. And so that's really what kind of kept us going, just, getting the bug to continue cooking.
Hey, real quick, shout out to the Morning Rose radio show. They do they're the only radio show on TikTok in the morning, and they're great. They are great. Thanks for watching, buddy. I appreciate that. But
Mike
yeah,
Chan. by chance, because I have to get this out there before Rob mutes me for the rest of the show. By chance, have you guys watched the previous show we had?
The previous show.
The previous show, the last time we were on.
I want to say we did. We usually watch this. Usually when we're trimming meats. So
Yeah.
Now that I know, there was a topic that Rob got in trouble with on the last show.
Oh,
So,
God, Case.
have you guys always been a team, or is this something where people get tagged along for the ride? Sorry, Rob, I haven't forgotten. So, have you guys always been a team?
I'll answer that.
He just brings you along to the cook-off because I'm not going to mention other people who brought that up on the last show.
I have something to say about that, but go ahead, please, Joyce.
He puts 100%. I put 100%. There's no me. There's no you. Everything is half and half. I mean, what I'm missing, he has. What I have, he doesn't. So we just always we make it work. I mean, from the heavy stuff to the cooking to the seasoning. I mean, he makes me taste it. I think about it. Anything we're comparing and pushing each other to just
all of our seasonings. She's the one. I mean, we use all kinds of seasonings, but she's the one who puts them together for us. There'll be a few seasonings I put together and they're good. And she's like, it needs this. I'm like, no, it does not. And then she's like, the moment she puts her little touch in there, that's literally what takes us over the top. We'll go from a fifth to a second. That actually happened this past weekend with the chicken alone. So, with the doubleheader.
Talk about the team dynamics. You say y'all are 100% each one, but I know you, Joyce, you do some of the cooking as well. Is that correct, or y'all are just intermingling each meat?
No, I've been competing on the jackpot, so while he's doing the meats, I'm like, well, might as well do something for myself. And I mean, I've been blessed with a lot of first place wins and second place wins with beans mainly. Michelada, I had a second, I believe. Salsa had a first.
She's been bringing in the money. She's had
it helps.
like 14 jackpot wins.
Wow.
Yeah. Walk us through
last June.
Walk us through a turn-in box. Walk us through slicing ribs and getting the turn-in box together. Who's doing the slicing? Who's doing the... So if Rob and I are in the same trailer, he's pretty much doing all the work. All I do is just randomly yell him how much time and how late he is. That's pretty much what I do. I can teach everything.
For instance, chicken's pretty simple. We're slicing and putting it in a box and going. Ribs, I'm slicing, making sure all the ones are perfect. So once the perfect's done, then I slide it over. These are the 2 or 3 best ones we have, and she's working on saucing and seasoning, and then I'm on to the next rack. The reason we do that is because we try to turn in our boxes relatively late. Rob may not think it's relatively late, but we try to turn it with maybe like a minute or 2 left, and I'm usually turning around and Rob's walking up, taking his sweet time. But yeah, so the reason we do that is really just to get the food as hot as possible. But yeah, that's the way it works. Even all the way down to pork and brisket. Pork, I'm getting all of the I'm working on one shoulder. She's already got the bacon. She's already got the chunks and the money muscle cut up, going back on the grill and whatnot.
This is from Tomball VFW. They said that's a nice second place trophy behind y'all. Great job, and thanks for coming out.
Where's it from?
He's from the Tomball VFW. He's one of the commanders.
Yeah, 2 times. That's 2 times drinking.
Oh, I see what you did there. Laura Davis says Joyce is usually the one running the turn-in boxes, and Dustin, one of our great sponsors from the barbecue store in Hempstead. I met these guys in Tomball. Love their energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all love seeing the energy, and you guys are like I mentioned, y'all are a shining new star coming into this scene. We see a lot of the same cooks and whatnot, but it's great to see some of the new blood coming in. There's a lot of you guys too, and I love seeing that. And you guys, do y'all talk amongst each other? I see, like Derek, AJ, yourself. Y'all all seem to be buddies, and which is cool. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm trying to kind of. It's weird because I feel like I was kind of missing a lot of that camaraderie in a competitive, standpoint. So it's weird. I don't feel competitive with either one of them, to be honest with you. It's one of those things where they walk, I walk type of thing.
Yeah. Right.
unless they beat me directly or something. Of course, in the overall, you always want to beat everyone, but no, I don't really feel any type of competition with them in that sense.
Right, y'all are there to support each other.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Somebody said they had to fill their beer up for the second Tomball VFW. There it is again. There it is again. Speaking of that was a great event. You guys talk about that event last week. How'd y'all guys do? I know that's a second place chicken back there, but it was a double. Was that your first double? And if so,
yeah.
How did you feel about going into Sunday? Was it difficult, or were there new challenges? Anything that y'all weren't expecting, or because y'all kind of showed up late on? Was it Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night. I think we got there like right at 10 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
Maybe like 9:45. So it was a long drive in, but it actually helped us because we weren't in the heat all day.
No, so you weren't.
And everything was kind of, we didn't get sweaty or anything. We were able to prep. We were able to prep and go to sleep pretty quick. So that helped. We were ready for a triple header.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I think the energy was perfect. I mean, the first night we felt a little bit tired, but as soon as we got the seasonings done and the brisket preseason right, we were ready. I mean, we had the air mattress back on and we were asleep by midnight, I think, or maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah, and day 2 wasn't too bad either. We probably, after having a few beers, we got back to the trailer, and it was probably about an hour of being pretty tired, and then 9 o'clock rolled around and we were able to get everything knocked out. So I usually try to get everything done between 8 and 9 o'clock on a regular day.
That was probably my third or fourth double, and that one seemed a lot easier. I don't know why, because it was hot, but it wasn't crazy hot the way like this weekend's going to be stupid hot. Last weekend, or was it a couple weeks ago now, that was, it was probably 94, 95, 96-ish, and it was a nice breeze on Sunday, so it made it a lot easier. But yeah, some of those doubles are hard, especially if you like to partake in some fun on Saturday night, and then you waking up Sunday and doing it again. But I was pretty good. I think we were all pretty good and down. And then Sunday night was fun, hanging out with you guys in the bunker at the Tomball VFW is always a good time. Shout out to James Dodson. He said, "What up, So Smoking Gooder Show?" What's up, James? How are you? Jackie Milligan's in the house. She says, "I love my kids." Is that your mama? Roddy Trevino, great barbecue dynamic duo.
Thanks, Roddy. Rob and I try to do as much as we can.
Yeah, we do. Thanks. I appreciate that, Roddy. I appreciate that. Yes.
Roddy's always looking out for me. I tell you what, Roddy and I we're pretty tight.
Malcolm Kitchen just been killing it as well. He's high up in the CBA standings. What's up, Regi-Q? Awesome people. There's Derek right there. Sunday night, Monday morning was rough.
He's in the morning. That was rough.
He's part of him and Kat are part of that new blood that I was talking about, and it's great to see that. So
what are you guys cooking on? What equipment are you showing up with?
We cook on drums. Yeah. So when I first started off, I had I still have it. I don't use it. It was an Oklahoma Joe. It was one of the offset smokers, and then I had just regular HEB one that I, use my chicken on.
Yeah.
But man, being up all night smoking on an offset just sucked. So that we did that the first 2 comps, and then after that we made a few drums, and that's what we ran. So we've been running since then, just drums.
Who's the early riser? But y'all both get up together? Is there somebody got to set the alarm earlier than the other?
We put the alarm together.
I can answer that. They're sleeping. I can answer that. They're sleeping on an air mattress. They're both getting up at the same time. It's like, get that air mattress up. Come on, get it out of here, because I got to work.
I wish. It's like 5 a.m. and I'm the one up, and she's like, "Do I need to get up?" I'm like, "No, babe, it's okay.
I'll wake up on the 3rd alarm."
Yeah, so it's like 6:30. She's getting up, but usually about like 5:15, I'm up getting.
We got to talk schedules, man. If you're cooking on drums like I am, I'm not waking up till 7, brother. So
nah,
you keep doing what you're doing.
I have all my stuff done by 11 o'clock or so. And
what was that? Say that again.
I like to have everything done by 11 o'clock. My ribs, my pork, everything's
everything's off. Everything is done and off.
Everything's done. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No, little later than that. But yeah, I'd rather sleep till 7 than wake up at 5. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I like to have everything done and then just move forward from there. It makes the boxing a lot easier. And for me, I like to be on a very strict schedule. So there was Tom, I can't remember the name of the team now, but they were kind of heckling me every time I go up for a walk-in and saying I was, a little bit late. And I was like, hey, it's a 42-second walk up. I just need 45 seconds from the trailer. So that's kind of close. I don't like to get it that close, but within a minute to a minute and a half, it's got to be possible.
I thought Case had a question. You look like you had a question on there. Yeah, but
no.
Yeah.
I also like that, and your mouth was moving, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, no, I had it muted. It muted. But so one of the first things I do is I walk the how far I am away from the turn in, because I'm always, you mentioned it earlier, but you don't push that. I mean, but the windows are. You're doing a lot of CBAs. Is there a reason why you're doing more CBAs than any other organization, or is that something that you just kind of fell in and you're starting to, because you're doing well in there? I see your names up there, and you guys seem to be climbing up the charts as weeks go by. So, is that something you're pushing now? Are you trying to chase points in the CBA?
Yeah. So definitely this year we're definitely chasing points. So it's I don't think this year is necessarily so much about getting the money back. This is probably the only year that we're going to chase the CBA points this hard. Obviously, next year we'll still do our 2025 comps, but we're kind of getting into the place now where we want to go and compete places we haven't competed yet. And so even now, we're going to compete Llano this weekend, but there's a few in our region that we're going to skip on and probably go out, maybe to the Valley, go out to Hempstead, and some other places like that. So it after this year, I think it'll be more about which comps we want to go to and whatnot.
Maybe the Jack.
That'd be nice getting into that. So we have some plans to push for some goals and big comps, invitations that we'd like to really get into.
So I don't know the answer to this, but do y'all have a GC yet under your belt?
Yes. So we got 2 GCs and 2.
Nice. Very nice. So are y'all planning on doing the Royal possibly this year?
So we'll be, so we weren't, the plan was to not go to the Royal until we got to the Invitational. So we got into the Invitational this year, so we're going to go.
That's awesome. That is great. I'm happy to hear that. There seems to be a lot more Texas teams. We talked about that a couple shows back that are going to go, and I'm excited to see that. If a lot of teams say they are going, and I hope so. Not the deadline, I think, but if you're a returning team, June 30th, FYI, June 30th, if you're a returning team, you need to sign up for the Royal before June 30th. That way you can secure your same spot. We are already signed up, Case. So we will be returning back to the Royal this year. That'll be our 6th year at the Royal. Our first time was, it was a lot of fun. We actually did well our first time, and just study and do all your things. I know you guys are going to be up and practicing all the chicken and the different cuts. And have you done a KCBS yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. So will the Royal be your first?
Start with the Royal.
Will the Royal be your first?
It will. Yeah, we were going to do one we were going to do that doubleheader at the end of June with CBA and KCBS and Marvel, I think. Lake
Marvel.
It's just too pricey to get out there with gas and everything. So we're gonna probably pass.
Yeah, so that was Case and I think our first 3 KCBS events were at the American Royal. And it took us our 5th one to actually get a walk. But no, I think you guys are miles ahead of where we were when our first time in. So you guys are doing well. So yeah, it's just, just get you some chicken lessons from somebody, and I'm sure you'll figure it out, because the ribs are the same, the brisket's pretty much the same. What's the other? Pork? Pork now. So we didn't know crap about pork. Case had to buy a video the week of. And he did well. Case, you did well. I think you finished 80 something that weekend. So, which out of 500 is great.
That's not bad at all. Yeah.
No, for
I
never
went back and
doing
watched
it.
that DVD until I realized I had no DVD players in my house, and so my wife was like, "Why are you going out to the car?" And I was like, "You have a DVD player out in your car."
Not in that.
It's not in the house.
Santiago Bernal, he's SPG's. Regi-Q was hot in Edinburgh's high stakes last year. Neighbors, are you guys showing up again this year?
We'll have to see because the plan is to go to Lano this weekend, and then in Elsa we're going to go ahead and in Elsa we're competing individually actually. So in 2 weeks, yeah. So yeah. So
what do you mean in Elsa you're competing individually?
yeah, and Elsa she's been wanting to compete by herself for a while now.
This is how it starts. Next you know, you won't
Uh-oh.
even be doing your podcast in the same room. You'll be at
I
home.
know.
No. He got his tent. I got mine. I got my own camera. He has his own. Got my own pits.
Hey, who's getting the team name for the points?
I'm sorry.
Who's going to get the team name for the point chase?
No. She's cooking
My
on her
own
own team.
I know, but
We want the breaking news. What is the team name, Joyce?
yeah.
More joy cooking.
More joy cooking. I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Do you have any superstitions? Any habits on Cook Day? Rob suddenly starts wearing navy
So
suits.
we have we do a shock. So we don't drink during Saturday leading up to turn-ins and whatnot. So after brisket, we do a shotgun beer with whoever's around and wants to come over. We'll shotgun a beer. So that's our only. Well, there's a lot of superstitions, but
We're not
that's one of the big ones.
superstitious.
What are they? Give me one. Give me one.
11:11.
Yeah, I guess just certain numbers, certain times I got to get my brisket on. If it's not on by like 5:58 a.m., I'm during a hissing fit.
5:58, as in
5:58. It's going to be
5:58.
on by 6, but 5:58 is the time for some reason.
So 6:01, and your day is screwed for the day.
Yeah. That's when I'll hop in the trailer and she's going to wake up from the. Okay.
AJ wants to know if you got any classes coming up.
So one of the things, no, not yet. I've been asked a few times and whatnot, but no, not quite yet. I'd like to help some teams out individually, and I've kind of reached out to them because I've seen a few teams go into comps frequently and whatnot, and they do okay, but not extremely well. And so I see that, and I see them, kind of like us. We kept going. We were lucky at the beginning that we hit it off really quickly. But now I see some of the other teams, so I want to kind of help them out a bit. But no classes quite yet.
That's awesome, and I don't know if you guys realize it, but that is kind of the new way of thinking now. Because before it was like everything was close to the vest, you wouldn't dare ask any or share anything really at the time.
That's what I want to share. No, just kidding.
You share what you want. Yeah, I saw Eddie
Now we
Morales.
know.
I'll tell you one thing, because the way we see it, like flavors are regional. If you got to learn how to cook. Is that when I give people advice, that's what I'm telling them. Because to me, I take texture, texture and cooking it to the exact, correct temperature. That to me is more important than the flavor itself. And the flavor, can be rotated all around. So if you don't know how to cook, your rib to the correct tenderness or texture, and your chicken's a big one. So if you're not doing that, you're not going to get a walk. And so those are the things that we focus on, with the actual process of cooking it, rather than what's actually going on it, what's being brined in it, what's being injected in it. A lot of people throw a lot of things at it, but if you can't cook it to the correct doneness and the correct texture, you're not going to walk.
So do you adjust your flavors as you travel, or do y'all have a set recipe?
Yep. So in Tomball, we ran something completely different. I kind of took a chance on it day one, and it worked out a little bit. And then day two, we've been running our own brisket seasoning, and I had a few people try it, and they kept saying, "Man, this is eating good on chicken." So, I topped it on my chicken, and second place chickens on day two in Tomball. So just little things like that. But yeah, at this point now, even our brisket, like I think this year we've had 4 first place briskets with 3 different recipes. And it just kind of really depends on which region we're at and kind of what's going on. A lot of people tell us not to change them, but we kind of take that risk.
Take a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And
So I kind of know the answer to this. First off, Belle's in the comments. She said, awesome job, guys. And Joyce, you sang your ass off in the bunker over at the Tomball VFW. Drink. Yes. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I actually have video of that. I did not put it up here. I will not share that. But that was a fun. You blew my socks off, and it was fun. It was good.
It's not hard to do. I've seen his karaoke.
He has a good voice.
Oh God, Drunk Rob did not have a good voice that night, but I do have a good voice whenever I'm on there. But so
Danny's singing his heart out.
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah.
Danny was supposed to leave at like 8:00 that night, by the way, and he was still there. And then Phil and Bill showed up late. That was fun. They were like, "What is going on?" So yes. So here's Eddie Morales. My superstition: if I miss turn-ins, I won't walk. Yeah, that's a pretty good. Don't do that, Eddie. Eddie's been killing it. Congratulations, Eddie. You're killing it all over and all different organizations. So congratulations to you, young man. He's another young blood coming up and killing it right now. So it's good to see Eddie in the comments. Thank you very much. But so what's your you got the chicken, you got the ribs, you got the pork and the brisket. What's your favorite thing to cook? What are you having the most success in right now?
Right now, the most favorite thing for me to cook is probably my chicken, just because I'm doing a little bit of a different process the last few weeks. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of fresh and new. But the best
no one comes on here and ever says that, by the way.
Yeah, really.
In 5 years, you're the first person that comes on here and says, "You know what? I really enjoy cooking chicken."
Well, that's why.
Well, everything else the process is kind of set in stone, so it usually goes like clockwork. And with the chicken now, I'm cooking a lot hotter and putting some other stuff on there, so it's cooking in like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So you just got to really watch it a little bit differently.
Are you microwaving your chicken? What are you doing here?
I'm cooking it.
Did you say your process is 45 minutes?
The cook time is about 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, microwave. I'm going to try it next week. I'm going to microwave that bird.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
I think he's using an air fryer. Maybe he's using an air fryer.
That would.
We haven't thought about that.
I think there's a setting on those pellet grills for air fryer.
If there's a setting, I'll find it.
Where do your pellets go, Vince? That's what Case wants to know.
Yeah.
Brian Fox asked the question. Do you take your chicken to 200 like Tony Tanache?
I think it's 195 on Tony's chicken.
Tony's like, eat a dick. I got to run that soon again. Tony killed it on chicken, man. And there's all kinds of way to cook. We talked about this. There's all different ways to cook barbecue, and works for some, works for I know Aaron Leslie, he's cooking it at a higher temp right now or taking it to a higher temp than I'm comfortable with, but he's doing well in chicken right now. So
it gets like 185 in the thigh. Personally, I never would, even when I inject. But yeah, it's just preference. And they want to.
You got a question? You got a question from the audience? Adam Martinez from AMP. What size chicken are you guys cooking right now?
4.12 to 4.28 every time. And I'll
say it again.
4.12 to 4.28 are the weights that I use. The HB All Naturals. They're hard.
Does your HEB? Is it just because you're in San Antonio that you can order chicken? Does Rodney hook you up with chickens that are that exact size? What are you worried? I bet they hate you at HEB, don't they?
Well, luckily the HEB we go to right now is fairly new, so they're getting a lot of good selection. And so whenever they have good selection, we'll spend. Just on Monday it was like $600 in just competition. So
does anybody ever look at you while you're digging.
Yeah, we almost every time we get a new follower.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be like
conversations we have. Yeah.
there's like a Karen walking through. She's got her hair up, and she's just ready to yell at a manager. And then there you are, and she can't get to the chickens. You're going through everyone.
There you
Yeah,
go again.
you should see them. They get so offended that I go through and touch every piece, every rib. I'm like, I know there's 100 of them here, but I gotta find the best 2 racks of ribs. You know.
All right, so I have a question for you guys. Well, you're all only in, like you mentioned, since 20, and then you had COVID, and there was a break there, so you really you don't have a whole bunch of events under your belts, compared to a lot of these other guys. What's some of your goals here in the next 2 years, maybe 5 years? Are you going to be in this game in 5 years?
Yeah, get a call at the Royal this year would be a goal. And a 5-year plan, make the Jack.
Yeah.
That'd be, and then obviously,
Everything
we
else in
haven't
between.
won, any of the big competitions. So any one of those would be awesome. But as far as personally, it was always kind of our plan to do, a food truck and, serve more than just barbecue. And so this competition just kind of fell upon us. So next year, that's the plan to kind of push that a bit more. Like I said, we're still going to do our, 2025 comps. I say that, nonchalantly, but
That's a lot.
no, yeah. And so we do want to just, share our food more because we're more than just barbecue people. Barbecue is kind of second nature to us. We've always been foodies and cooked all kinds of things, live fire outside and whatnot.
Nice.
And inside, So
What's your favorite dish not named chicken?
non-barbecue related?
Non-barbecue and certainly not chicken. You're the 5 years that we can after 5 years to find somebody that enjoyed cooking chicken.
Carnitas
Yeah.
over caso or smoked barbacoa.
Yep.
Whew, damn it.
Yep.
Nice.
And corn tortillas made by me and a good salsa.
Some blue corn.
Blue corn
All right.
tortillas.
This is a good time to play. They did mention the Jack. Daddy Dutch says, make the Jack. Rob, play old number 7's clip. All right. That's a good point, Daddy Dutch. I will do that right now while they're still here because I do have a question for them around that.
Hey everybody, Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
So, Phil, congratulations, Phil Breeden just recently won his number 7, his grand champion number 7, which gets him an automatic draw to the Jack. Were you guys following that? He was sitting on 6 for a little while, but just to get to 6A is hard and an amazing accomplishment. And then to sit there and pull 7 within a calendar season is pretty amazing. I'm sure you guys were kind of following that scene. What is that is that a little inspiration for you guys, or is that something you can see yourself doing down the line?
We were talking about that yesterday. I was
What's
like,
that?
We were trying to figure out how it works to, how it calculates out, to get into the Jack. But we were talking about that. And I was like, I don't know, for like 7 GCs. I don't know if it's just, it's an automatic thing or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, that's something that we definitely love to do.
I could be wrong, but Case, he probably doesn't know either. But
You're asking me?
it's over. It's over in a
7
non.
GCs in a lifetime?
It's a sanctioned event. If it's a state championship, it's 25 teams or more, and if it's not a state championship, it's 50 teams or more. So he's won a 50-team contest or more in a sanctioned event, or a state championship with 25 teams or more. So, which is great because a lot of these events have caught on to the fact that a lot of these cooks will go to a state championship, ones that declared a state championship. So, when you guys are looking at your calendar and you're setting up your schedule, keep an eye on those state championships.
In tomball, I was trying to figure out there was a way to figure out which ones are state championships and which aren't.
So we as in CBA are going to highlight those that are our state championships on our website. Speaking of website, there was a tease that went yesterday. That's going to be coming up. There's a lot of cool information coming up for members of CBA. Not just members, but non-members. But if you are a member, you're going to enjoy this. Joyce, Regi, and Vince, I know you're going to love what's coming. So That's coming real soon. It's going to be another tool for you guys that help you become better cooks, help you learn about your past cooks and your upcoming cooks. So it's really cool. And I think I saw it last night, and I was very excited. I can't wait to get my hands on it. So that's going to be coming up real soon. Probably within the next 2 weeks, you guys are going to have access to that. So it's going to be cool. Gonna be cool. All right. Any special shout outs before we let you go that you want to give some shout outs to or some love to before we let you get out of here?
Mom.
Our moms, yeah. Probably been the biggest. My mom, a lot of times driving back and forth, sometimes 2 hours round trip just to pick up our fur babies. That's how we get to comps relatively on time. I mean, you saw us last week getting there at 10 p.m. Or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. So definitely our moms. We have a lot of good friends that come out and help us out. Mauricio and Tina people at the construction, they've helped us a lot. That's where we store our trailer. Probably our only technically probably like our only sponsor. But yeah, I mean, really a lot of the great products that have helped us out. Greg's, Fiesta, Spices, LC. That thing fucking travels well everywhere. So
nice.
Those are the ones that we really like a
lot. Naomi says, Elizabeth says hi. There you go.
That's my niece.
Joey said, thanks for supporting Llano Fire Department, Volunteer Fire Department Cook-Off. That's coming up this weekend. Yeah. We are state championship. We're going to smoke up Llano. Are you going to be there, guys?
We'll be there.
Nice.
Hopefully by 8:30. But we'll be there.
Arriving by 10 o'clock and kicking ass, as always.
All right, well, on that one. Showing up late.
Guys, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. First timers to the show. You'll be back, I'm sure. We can't wait to talk to you guys. And I mentioned you guys all of last year talking about I wanted you guys to be our follow team, and this year is AJ. Hey, you may even surpass being a follow team by the end of this year. But right now we got AJ Garza with God's Country. But maybe next year we'll get you. But I think you guys may already surpass the success level that I want for a follow team. But maybe so. We'll talk about that. But thanks again for supporting the show. I know you guys are always watching. We appreciate that. And much continued success. And hope you hit all your goals. That's for sure.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
All right, guys. And we'll see you in Hempstead. Did I hear that? Is that one of your?
Most likely, yeah. That's likely we'll be heading for July instead of Uvalde.
Well, you better get
come to town early for the 5-year-old birthday party.
5-year-old birthday party. Bring cupcakes. We're gonna have a good one. All right, guys.
I'll bring you some brownies.
There, brownies. All right, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you. All right, there they were. Joyce and Vincent Regino from Regi-Q BBQ. That was cool. They are, like I said, some of the young guns that are coming and doing well in the Texas barbecue scene. Case, what'd you get out of that? You're about to do your cook-off, man, and you've been at it a little while now. But
yeah, one cook-off a year.
I know. So you're still a rook.
If I do good next week, maybe I can be the follow team so you can track all the non-cooking that I do all year long. So.
Well, you'd have to cook so I could follow you. I don't know if that's going to happen. But, all right, let's talk about anything new with your sponsor. What is it, Texas Pepper Jelly? Anything new coming up with them?
Yeah, so we've got, I know we've got new rubs and a special, well, I don't know if I can tell anybody. I can't tell you the other one, but I'm just saying, an asked about product is coming to market, and we're pretty excited about it. And so, yeah, I know 2 rubs and a variation of rib candy that's been asked about for quite some time that we're pretty excited about. So I just ordered everything today for Columbus, and so TexasPepperJelly.com, get on there. He's got it literally at a FedEx label ready to go. The rest of my products, though, came from the barbecue store, and everything will be here this week, so it's kind of crazy. Both of them get everything shipped to you very, very quickly. And then from a sponsor point, for me, I'm excited to talk about Paradigm Brewing in Tomball. And so as we are preparing for tailgate season and the Texans returning to being a relevant football team, tailgating, truly believe will make its return back. And we will be drinking Paradigm beer. There's a brand new brewery in Tomball.
Wait,
you and I are going to go live. Yes, thanks for just dropping that on there.
Hold on. I didn't think it was going to show up.
So now that you've hinted, we might as well talk about it. But this show will be live there on the 29th this month. And so Rob and I will be in the same vicinity, the same table in a brewery, which you never know how that's going to end. And so, but we'll be out in Tomball, not the VFW. Everybody in the VFW, get an Uber and ride on over to Paradigm to come visit. So
what is Paradigm? Introduce Paradigm to the people right now. We don't know about this brewery.
Yeah, so Paradigm Brewing went under construction a couple years ago. Just opened a few months ago in Tomball. It's near 99 and 249 there in Tomball. Brand new $5 million brewery. The head brewmaster from Carbach Brewing, you might have heard of Carbach Brewing, left, and they have started their own brewery there in Tomball. And so it's a fantastic facility, fantastic restaurant, brew tours. It's pretty amazing to see the facility. And you and I will be there on the 29th as a lead-in to their barbecue and brew festival for July 4th weekend. So they've got vendors coming out. But, yeah, if you're in the Tomball area on the 29th, want to come see us, want to come drink beer, all right, talk barbecue, drink more beer, we'll be at the brewery on the 29th. Y'all come see us. And if you're in the area on July 4th, they're going to have a fantastic event out there. Fantastic facility, playground for the kids, beer garden for the grown-ups, and a fantastic restaurant to eat at also. So,
all right, yeah. So we don't do a whole bunch of these live remotes anymore. We used to do them at the very beginning of our infancy. We're still toddlers at 5 years old, but we used to do these quite a bit, these live remotes. So this should be a good time. If you guys want to come out and meet Case and I and hang out with us for a little bit, we'll be in the Tomball area. That's June 29th. Live remote. I don't even know where Paradigm is, but we'll figure it out. You can Google it. Paradigm Brewing. That's where we'll be. So Smoking Gooder Show.
99.
Where's it at? What'd you say?
Beltway and Grand Parkway. Grand Parkway and 249.
Okay, there you go. Grand Parkway 249 area, because that's a convoluted area over there. Anyway, that's where we'll be, that June 29th. All right, speaking of that, I do want to give we love our sponsors. We do have some sponsor opportunities, and we will talk about that at a later time. But for now, let's get our sponsor roll. Here we go. Shout out to our great sponsors. Rec-Tech, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, LC Barbecue, Rick's RV Rental and Repair, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grinds, J. Harding and Company, Texas Oil Dust, Bull Printing, Wraps and Graphics, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Oh, let me pull that from there. All right, that's coming up. Still coming up on the show, we have the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. We have the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming events segment. And I kind of talked about that while we were talking with Regi-Q BBQ, but the CBA announced, or they didn't announce them, they teased this right here. See what we're rolling out to give you the most information at your fingertips. Hashtag members first. Hashtag feel like a champ. You can find out on an upcoming CBA buzz. Now, that may happen this week. It may happen next week, but very soon, Champions Barbecue Alliance is going to be rolling out something that I know you guys, you cookers out there, you're going to love to see. This is going to put some lots of information that you were not privy to currently, you're going to be able to see that, and you'll be able to compare your notes from past events to upcoming events. So this is going to be something very cool. So if you are not a member of the Champions Barbecue Alliance, it's a good time to sign up and get you signed up. That way, when all of these benefits and all of these advantages roll out real soon in the next week or two, you'll be able to take advantage of these things. So again, if you're not a member of Champions Barbecue Alliance, go to cbabbq.com. Make sure you sign up today. Get your membership rolling. You're going to have profiles on our website. It's really cool what's coming. So there was a tease. Hashtag tease. It says it on there. So make sure you're a member of Champions Barbecue Alliance. And there you go. That way you'll be able to take advantage of what's coming to you. So there was that. What else we got going on? We got the upcoming event segment coming up. We got the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. Let's give some shout-outs to people that are still watching. Rini Gonzalez, hashtag blowing smoke AP Rub would like to be a sponsor. Okay, all right. Like I said, we do have sponsor opportunities. The Morning Roast Radio community is still watching. I love it. I check these guys out every morning on my way to work, so it's a good you guys check them out on TikTok. Look up Retro Guy is his handle on TikTok. Retro Guy. He's got an energetic, upbeat morning commute. So if you guys are traveling from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. like I do, you can check him out.
I forgot that you have a morning commute finally. Welcome back to the
After 2 years, I finally have a morning commute.
It was like you watch TikTok to walk from your bedroom to your office in your house.
I do. Number 249 right there. That's his member number. What's up, Huey? Yeah, that rub is too soft. I don't know what he's talking about. Big C's in the house. What's up, Chris? Thanks for checking in. Nick Vanacek, Lano Volunteer Fire Department Annual Barbecue Cook-Off has $10,000 purse this weekend. Who's rolling? Let's see. Let's give some more shout-outs. Trumpet Master, he's loving the Rec Tech. I love that. Jared McCrory, happy... didn't he have a birthday? No, he had an anniversary. Happy anniversary. Case, are you bringing free samples to the 5-year anniversary?
Yes.
Of what? Oh, can we do Han versus Fox at the 5-year anniversary?
For what?
I don't know.
Like in what? Are you tailgating? Funny
Jonathan, what time are you getting down there? Are you talking about at the party? 7 is when it starts, but I'll be there a lot earlier. I will be there a lot earlier. All right. Okay. All right. Time to get to the... no, I already did that one. Let's get to the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment. Here this coming weekend, Champions Barbecue Alliance. We just talked about Lano Volunteer Fire Department in Lano, Texas. Next weekend, we have the 5th annual Harlingen Police Department Cook-Off in Harlingen, Texas. And then that same weekend, we have the 4th annual Great Wagyu Roundup Barbecue Contest in Fort Worth, Texas. Over in the IBCA this weekend, we have the 3rd annual Joe Davis Scholarship Barbecue Contest in Hempstead, Texas. We have the Great American Cook-Off in Brownfield, Texas. And we have the Texas Hero Memorial Barbecue in Cuero, Texas. That's over in the IBCA. And over in the Outlaw Barbecue Association, we have the Back to Blue Barbecue in Wills Point, Texas. And we have the 2nd annual Pump Jack Capital. What? Pump Jack Capital in Electra, Texas. And over in Lone Star, Casey, you did not do the pew pew for Outlaw.
I'm moving on.
Okay. All right. Over in Lone Star, we have the Chisholm Trail Barbecue Contest in Lockhart, Texas. And we have the American Legion in Round Rock, Texas. That is from the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. That's going to be December 9th and 10th in Uvalde, Texas, guys. Make sure you guys put that back up there. Make sure you guys make plans to attend and support that community. Again, that's December 9th and 10th of this year, 2022. We talk about it all the time about the facility. It's a phenomenal facility. The people over there in Uvalde are just phenomenal, the best people out there, and terrible tragedy that happened a couple weeks back. We talked about that. There is a drive. I have that still coming right now. You are still able to donate to the, let me pull that banner down real quick. You're still able to donate to the Rob School Memorial Fund. This has been set up by the First State Bank of Uvalde for families of the Robb Elementary tragedy. If you'd like to donate, you can do so. Check them out for Zelle donations. You can do the Rob School Memorial Fund at gmail.com. You can mail your checks. There's the address right there. If you need that address, hit me up. I'll send it to you, but it's or screenshot right now. I'll leave this up for just a minute. Screenshot, but please, they still need our support. They still need our donations. So if you're able to donate, please donate to this Rob School Memorial Fund. But Case, let's talk about the barbecue contest itself. You've been there a couple times. Talk about that facility and everything that Wade Carpenter and Luis Fernandez and everybody associated with the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads does for the cookers out there.
Yeah, for sure. So that cook-off is by far, out of all the cooks in the state of Texas, it's a great facility. It's a fantastic, it draws in, fantastic cooks from around the state to make the travel out to Uvalde. It's wintertime, so you don't have to, I doubt it'll be nearly as hot as it'll be at Columbus June Cook-Off next weekend. And so it's perfect kind of cook-off weather in a great town, great community, great facility, extremely well-run event. From Friday night all the way to when you pack up, it's a cook-off that really takes care of the cooks, and you should definitely have it on your schedule if you are, looking for just a fantastic event, a well-run event. That's the one that you want to put on the calendars immediately. Get signed up now. Literally, go do it like right now. Don't stop watching the show. When the show ends, then go sign up.
Absolutely, guys. And again, you can still, they're going to be accepting donations from here for a while now. So please screenshot this if you need to, if you need the address or you need the website. Again, the Zelle donations is Rob School Memorial Fund at gmail.com. There's a phone number down there, but it's at the First State Bank of Uvalde, Rob School Memorial Fund. All right. Okay, so we will be there. We'll be at the Uvalde contest in December. That's for dang sure. As always, not always, but this will be our third year to attend that event. So, Case, maybe you join me this year. That would be fun.
Have to look at the Texan schedule.
To have you back for that. Alex Villanueva, what's up, buddy? Went to IG to order a shirt, but couldn't see it in the site. It's just on Venmo. You can do at So Smoking Gooder Show, bub. Hit Venmo, put your size in there, and we'll get you on the list. That's for dang sure. I appreciate you supporting the show. Juan Mendoza will be there for sure. Yes, absolutely. I encourage everybody to attend that. Okay, that was the Briscoe Ranch upcoming events segment. And now we have, what is next, Case? Bull printing
wraps. Yep, am I right?
You are absolutely right. It's the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up.
Look at my show notes.
It is the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap. I was not available last week, so we got your back. Day one, grand champion Robert Smith, First Class Barbecue, the RGC. Phil Breeden from LC Barbecue. And like I said, guys, if you have a clip and you win or do something, well, you are going to get it played. Here we go, right?
Hey everybody, Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
I hope Phil's still watching me because we're going to hear his name quite a bit of times. All right, and we got your back to back at the Tomball VFW Day 2. The grand champion was Scotty Bryce from East Texas Smokers. Congratulations. The RGC was Jeremy McMinn from Love Barbecue, who has a great walk-up song. It's the Rocky. Is it? No, it's not Rocky. It's Cobra Kai. What's the Karate Kid? You're the best around. Nothing's ever going to keep you down. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, Chivalry Up in Smoke.
They may ban the show now because that was so dead on.
The Chivalry Up in Smoke The grand champion was, you guessed it, Phil Breeden.
Hey everybody, Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC BBQ, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Congratulations, Phil.
Really
Again, we
good.
talked about that. That was
Not my house.
okay. Yeah, that was number 7 for Phil. Ignore the doggies, please. And that the RGC was Eric Arnold from Big E Barbecue. Congratulations, those guys. All right, and then over in the IBCA, the Lost Pines Barbecue Showdown, the grand champion was Randall Kendrick from Hideaway Ranch Cookers. The RGC was Adam Martinez from Damn If I'm Poe. Congratulations. The second annual Fireman's Light, the grand champion was Patrick Wiltsey from Swine 01. The RGC was Will Butler from Falls County's Finest. And the Ingleside Smoking Tires and Fires, the grand champion was Dwayne Garber from Mid-Coast Cookers. RGC's Carlos Guerra from Smoking Dirty. And over at the Kids Unlimited, congratulations, the grand champion was Caleb Warden, Kickin' Cajun Smokehouse. And the RGC, Brian Fox, just smoking around. Those guys are killing it. And you know what? We should check the stats and the points here. I'll do that in a second. And over in the Lone Star Barbecue Society, Wild Horse Prairie Days, the grand champion was Jason Wall. Lone Star and Outlaw, please, I've said this before, please put the team names on there so we know. The RGC was Tommy Smith. I know this one, Bent Nail Barbecue. And over in the Outlaw Barbecue Association, the Covington Volunteer Fire Department, the grand champion was Robert Smith from First Class Barbecue. And the RGC was Linda Kolar. Congratulations to everybody that had their name called here on the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. We're going to remove that one from studio. We're going to put our brands up here again. And put our, there we go. Boom. All right, Kay, so that's going to pretty much everything that I had to talk about this, but that did cross my mind. Let's see who the Cooker of the Year for 2022 right now going on. So this goes on through June the 30th. Excuse me. This goes on through June 30th. I guess let me share this screen here. Share a screen. We'll share this one. Boom. Can you see that?
No.
It's tight, right? It's pretty small.
Thanks for everybody who's watching this on your cell phone tonight.
Oh my goodness. I thought it was 1 and 2 for Caleb and Brian, but it's not. All right, so with 3 weeks left in the event, in the season for the IBCA, Caleb Warden from Kickin' Cajun Smokehouse is in the lead with 12,808 points. In second place, Jerry Cardenas from Loaded Smoke at a Region 4 with 12,551 points. He's less than 300 points away from first. Randall Kendrick from Hideaway Ranch Cookers, guy's doing very well this year. He's sitting in third place with 12,311 points. And Brian Fox just smoking around with 11,620. He's 1,000 points away. I don't know if he can make that up in 3 weeks. And then you got Liz Shamlian, Merrick Hager, Adam Martinez. What's up, Adam? Congratulations. Corbin Stone, Jamie Roby's in the top 10 of the IBCA points, Jace. And you got Oscar Garcia's from OG3 Barbecue. So these last 3 probably are not going to play into the top, but the top 3 are pretty close. 12-8, 12-5, and 12-3. And you got Brian at 11-6. You got Liz at 11,000. So all that being said, I guess it'll be interesting to find out who wins this thing. Caleb's holding on. Who's your pick, Case? If you,
You act like I've seen these standings at all.
I'm just telling you right now. You got the top brisket cook in the state for IBCA is Caleb Warden. The top chicken cook, holy shit, is Caleb Warden, and the top rib cook in IBCA is Caleb Warden. How the hell is he only less than 300 points in the lead here? Talk to me, Goose.
You act like, wait a minute, Goose dies.
Stacy saying, I know, I need binoculars. I know, let me pull this down. Sorry, guys. Yeah. But who's your pick, guys? All right, the top 5 overall: Caleb, Jerry, Randall, Brian, Liz. Who do you want to see win this thing? Right now, put them in the comments. I'd like to hear what you get. No copyright.
Can I make an unpopular comment?
Yes.
Every one of them deserves an asterisk.
You're unpopular. Is it the word? Okay. Everyone deserves an asterisk.
The state is so divided. There's so many good cooks going so many places right now. We need some unity in this state. So
are you saying that every top cook in every organization deserves an asterisk?
No, I'm just saying that amongst the different acronyms that we always poke fun about, literally we do upcoming events with Lone Star, Outlaw, CBA, IBCA. I don't know. That's a lot of trophies to hand out.
Texas Barbecue AF. I got to meet those guys in Bandera, first place brisket at the Kids Unlimited. All right. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Jen Lee, a little late, but hey, what's up, Jen Lee? She's the promoter of the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. And guess who will be cooking at the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Case? This guy.
Look at you. 3 meats matter.
3 meats matter. Not only that, I have to get that monkey off my back. Got to get the monkey off my back. For those that do not know, I've cooked that event probably 5 years and have never walked, ever. Never.
Never got one of those cool paddles? No, never walked.
I've definitely never got a cool paddle. But I have never, ever walked.
They just had to move to September. I'm telling you, fall's your time of the year.
So I will be talking about that event here in the upcoming weeks. That's for dang sure. But I'm excited about that. We love that event. Casey, you and I talk about that all the time. Somebody asked me, what's one of your favorite events? And I always mention that one, even though I have zero success ever at that event. So we'll definitely be back this year. That's going to be in September. That is Labor Day weekend. We will be there for sure. Let me stop screen. There we go. All right, Case, is there anything that we need to touch on before we get out of here? We're sitting at about an hour and 20 minutes in here.
Nothing. Like I said, for those planning ahead, Rob, you've got a big steak cook-off.
Hold up. I forgot something.
No, really?
I did. I forgot something. Calling all steak cooks right here. This is where I will be.
This is going to be...
What?
That's where I was leading to.
Okay, well, we'll say what you were saying.
No, I was going to say, as we look ahead, I know that everybody's making plans Father's Day weekend. You and I both be cooking just about an hour away from each other on I-10. So a fantastic steak cook-off event. We haven't talked SCA in a long time, but not only is it just a fantastic organization to support, but yeah, we probably deserve to talk some steak. Yeah, as much as I poke fun at it, we haven't talked about steak in a while. So fantastic SCA event. 3 Meats Matter event down the road in Columbus, June cook-off. Still plenty of room to sign up. RV hook-offs, big shade trees. And so 2 fantastic events in the Houston area. And you get to see me or Rob, depending on which one you go to.
So those that do not know, this is the Steak and Bacon Cook-Off. This will be our 3rd annual. The promoters of PHA, the Patient Housing Assistance. These guys do phenomenal work. They provide housing for people that come to our great city for medical reasons, whatever it may be. They provide housing, and this is a great organization. The Steak and Bacon Cook-Off is an SCA event. It's going to be Saturday, June 18th at the Wildcatter Saloon in Katy, Texas. I will be there. My buddy Stacy Brenneman will be there from Bighorn Cookers. There's a lot. So if you guys want to try your hand in steak, if you guys feel like you can cook a great steak, this is the opportunity to do so. For I think $150 entry, I think is the steak entry. Stop me if I'm wrong, somebody. I can't read that. But $1,000 for first place, $500 second, and then so on. It plays 1 through 10, and this is going to be a great event. Again, there's plenty of entertainment. And was it Nick and the Groove? It's not the entire band, but it's Nick and Eric, who are amazing. It's the lead singer and the lead guitarist. Telluride's going to be out there. Lucid Illusions. There is some great entertainment. You can scan that QR code if you want to screenshot that right there. Again, that's going to be June 18th at the Wild Catter Saloon in Katy, Texas. If you guys want to know more about that, hit me up. Send me a message. I'll tell you all about it. We will be out there. That's going to be June 18th, starting at 10 a.m. at the Wild Catter Saloon. Case, I know you have an event that weekend as well. I know you touched on it, but it's going to be in the June Columbus Cook-Off, which I love that event. I hate missing it. But talk about that. Who is on Team Dairy Cone, Bubba?
Well, we will see. This is my kid's shirt, so
it's $160 entry fee.
Oh, ain't bad. Hats
Not
off
bad at all.
Jay Harding. All right. I don't know if this fluorescent yellow comes across on my screen as well.
Is that Michigan colors?
It is pretty close, actually. So we were navy blue and fluorescent yellow was the goal this year. And so, yeah, excited. Good friend Wallace Garner will be out there with me. Obviously, I'll be cooking. Robert Shadle, Smoke Eaters, will be out there with me. OG Cooks, still around. Been here since the beginning. Louis Luendo and the guys, Eric and everybody at Toro Loco. Carlos Garza, also one of the original 4, will be there still smoking. He now cooks the same schedule that I cook once a year. And Clay Gaming, South 36, and Michael with Always Smoking will all be on the hill with the Dairy Cone Bunch at the Columbus Cook-Off under the big live oak shade trees, plugged into our RV hookups available at the cook-off, running our ACs as much as humanly possible. So if you want a fun event, there's also, it's not Kids Q, but there's an event for kids to come out and cook. It's not an actual Kids Q, but there's an event there for kids to come out and cook. And, come out to visit Columbus and support the FFA. The kids work really hard. And it's my hometown. So, and I hope to see a bunch of cooks make their way out to Columbus. It's a fantastic event. Not sure about how my barbecue is. I'm saving up. I have lots of funds available for buying people to Calcutta, and that may be my backup plan. So after I saw, if Caleb shows up, I may have to just purchase him again and make my money back.
Did I get an honorary mention on the back of that shirt by chance?
You know, I almost put past grand champions on here just so I could keep putting you on this shirt. I did.
But you said no. Forget him.
I almost put you and Carlo on here just because you guys are past grand champions, and Wade Whitlow past RGC, Carlos Garza past RGC of the event, and we've had a lot of success over the years with the group. But a lot of people don't know. Well, Brisket Cases won it last year, and last year was the first time that I did not have T-shirts. And
all right.
Brisket Cases showed up with awards, and they all had matching T-shirts, and they won. And so I think that was part of their problem. So not only do we want our GC back, we have our shirts ready to go. So.
Tomball VFW needs to hydrate. So Tomball VFW, if you're listening, it is time to hydrate over in the Tomball VFW Hall. All right, I was mistaken. Jen Lee, thanks for watching. Nope, it's weekend after Labor Day. I will brush up on this, and I will get it correct. It is going to be September 9th and 10th, and that is over at the Renaissance Fairgrounds, which is a great facility. I've been there. Love it out there. All right. PHA is a fantastic organization. And what else am I missing here? Did I miss something? Brian Fox, can he be on Team Dairy Cone?
He literally just said he hated me on the last show.
So no, Brian Fox, you cannot be on there.
Yeah.
Bo Daniel says he'll be there. Bo Daniel's a great cook. He'll be out there.
Plus, here's the thing. If Caleb or Brian Fox wins the Columbus Cook-Off, I have to go put it on the Dairy Cone Reader board that they won the Cook-Off.
There you go, Brian. Can you get on the reader board at the Dairy Cone? I have been on there. Carlo has been on there. Did you do it for the brisket cases?
I did. And it was funny. Those guys, I didn't know them, and I knew a mutual friend, and I sent this to them, and they thought it was just the coolest thing to be famous in Columbus, Texas. So there you go, Caleb or Brian or anybody. If you want to, if I've made fun of you on the show, come to Columbus. You remember, if you do win, I have to put your damn name up on my own restaurant. Even you, Dr. Smoke. I heard he can cook if he wants to.
All right. I said put your names out there who you want to win that IBCA Cook of the Year. A lot of Go Randalls. Where else do we hear? Randall all the way. Somebody said Juck Ferry. I read it the other way. Deep down inside, Case wants him to win. Brian Fox. Is that true, Case?
I just want people to come out to Columbus and have a good time. But absolutely, I do not want Brian Fox to win.
Do they get free ice cream?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Ice cream has always been available. You just have to find me and we'll ride into town.
All right. All right, guys. That's going to about wrap up the show. Thanks again for tuning in. Sorry we missed last week. I was not feeling well last week, and there's a lot of work that actually goes into this show. All those slides you see takes time to do. Yes, Case. Well, Case does none of it.
I don't do any of it.
Case does none of it. And so Case was like, hey, we doing a show tonight? I don't feel like doing one. I was like, well, I don't have anything prepared. I'm not feeling good. So no. And then he's like, well, can we postpone it to Friday? That's why that memo came out. It's like, we're going to postpone to Friday. I still did not feel well on Friday. So that's why. So forgive us. That's only the second one since November. Fact checkers, you can go check that out. It's true. That's only the second show we've missed all of 2022. The first one was for vacation. The second one because I was not feeling well. So, guys, check that out. That's go check out Fact Checkers. We do a show every weekend. We'll be back next weekend right here on the So Smoking Gooder Show at 8 o'clock. So, Case, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, enjoyed this conversation tonight. Missed you last week. The Astros lost. I'll go ahead and break that to you.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and so it'll be okay. But no, fantastic, man. If you're out in the Tomball Bowling Alley, Summer Bowling League starts tomorrow, so I'll be there tomorrow. So.
Is the Summer League starting?
Summer League starts tomorrow. I don't think I have bowled about as much as I've barbecued.
It's not going to affect our show, is it? Like it did last year.
You don't do it on Thursday.
No. Oh, that's right. We're not doing it on Thursdays. Yeah. All right. Well, there it was. Thank you to Joyce and Vince from Regi-Q BBQ. I appreciate you guys coming on and being a part of this show, our first-time guests of the show. Thank you to my co-host, Case Hahn. My name is Robert Rocha. We're going to be signing out. Case, give him the sign out, bro.
Absolutely. Enjoyed the conversation. Good to see you, Rob. Hey, good night, Barbecue Nation. You too, California.
Late. We're out.